I understand you know the house this actually came from?
Yes, I do. It came out of the home of Honorable O.J. Fraser, who lived in Brockville, Ontario, Canada.
Now, where is Brockville?
Brockville is on the Canadian border between Montreal and Toronto.
And how did it come into your family?
Well, my cousin, who was in real estate, salvaged it from the mansion when it was being converted into apartments. And he gave it to my parents, gave it to them as a gift.
Now, they don't give awards for this, but without question, you've brought the biggest piece we've ever had on the road show. Now, I understand it's so big it doesn't live in one piece in your home?
No, we have it split up. We have the mantle in our dining room, and we have the top part on a short counter next to it.
The interesting thing about it is you rarely get fireplace surrounds out of the house. They usually get broken up, as you would say. You'd lose the top, you'd keep the bottom, you'd keep the top, lose the bottom. It's rare to find a complete surround. Now, we didn't take a measurement, but I'm going to guess it's about 9 feet tall.
I think you're right.
And that easily is the biggest piece we've ever had. Now, the difficult thing about a piece 9 feet tall in the marketplace is you got to have a house with at least 10-foot ceilings. This is one of the most spectacular pieces of aesthetic movement interior architecture I've ever seen. Now, the aesthetic movement, for people that don't know furniture very well, was literally art for art's sake. Oscar Wilde, Whistler, all of those were devotees of the aesthetic movement. And the aesthetic movement drew from a lot of different sources. It drew from medieval literature, Japanese influences. It picked up from everywhere. So it had elements of reform, and it also had elements of revival. It was reviving the old styles as reforming the kind of high Victorian pieces that were too gaudy.
What year do you think it
would have been made in the 1870s.
1870s?
Yeah.
Oh, that's older than I
Maybe the
thought.
early 80s, but no later than, say, 1885. This has all the elements of the great aesthetic movement pieces. It has the gilding, the carving, and across the frieze here, we have all these individual panels, all of them different. I understand that you have a family bet as to what you think this piece is worth.
Well, I'm not going to tell you what it is.
No, you've got to tell me first.
Okay, we have a bet of about $3,000, and we have a bet for supper tonight.
Who's got the low and who's got the high?
She's got the low and I've got the high.
Well, I'm going to tell you that in today's marketplace, this at a good auction, most probably California, could bring between $15,000 and $20,000.
Whoa! Wow!
Unbelievable.
Great.
So make it a good dinner.
Oh, it'll be good. It'll be good. It won't be McDonald's.
Oh, boy.
All right.
Now that...
That's great. That's really
wow. Great. That makes
Well,
our day.
I'm glad you brought it to the road show.
It was worth bringing in.